Hey, Addie, I got your math book from your closet where you had been working on that page from last week. You did pretty well on it. I know you're not finished with it because I noticed there was a couple that you didn't do because you were having trouble with them. That's okay. But if you'll look on number 7, you need to redo that multiplication. You were close, but you had a couple, one or two, you had one number that was wrong. And it was probably due to you probably added wrong. So redo that. One number was wrong. Number 10, okay, so where you reduced each to its prime factors, okay, I know you didn't do 10 and you didn't do 13, but number 11 and 12 were not right. Now, if you'll take 56, and you used 8 and 7, okay, that's fine. Now, remember we're reducing these to prime factors, okay? 7's already prime, so we just keep bringing it down. Now, 8 is not, it's composite, so we're going to bring it down into 2 and 4. Okay, keep bringing that 7 down. You with me? All right, 2 is already prime. 7 is already prime. 4 is composite, so we're going to have to bring it down. Okay, bring down the 2 we already had. Bring down the 7 we already had. So remember the dot means times. So these, you would write those down just like that for the answer. Those are your prime factors. Okay? All right. Let's see, I have a new board here. I don't even know how to do this, but I had to get a new board because it was all messed up. My other one was, but I don't know how to do this. I wish it had something easy like the other one. Anyway, all right, well, maybe if I up it to 50, you think? Oh, that's as high as you can go. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now, okay. All right, so then on number 12 for 48, okay, you used 6 and 8. Okay, try to do those again. Now the 6 went to 2 and 3, the 8 went to 2 and 4. The 2 and the 3 and the other 2 are prime. Whoop. But the 4 from the 8 is not. It breaks down in 2 more times. So then break those down, which you did that, but you didn't bring your other ones down. So you almost had it right, but you had a little bit that was wrong. So go back in there and see if you can fix that one, okay? All right. It's ridiculous. Okay. So on number 14 and 15, I know you haven't done those yet, but you're factoring. So you did 32, which would be 4 and 8. But now you have to think of factors for 30 that's got either a 4 or an 8, which they don't have it. So I'm trying to think what you would use. You could use for 32, you could do, let's see, what else equals 32? 2. Well, hey, 32 and 30 have 2 in common. So if you think of, oh my gracious, if you think of 32 over 30, or what is it? Yeah, 32 over 30. So 32, you know they each have 2. This would be 2 times, what is it, 16? And then this would be 2 times 15, right? Okay. Cancel these out, and there's what you're left with. Okay? All right, so make sure you always think of something that they have in common. That's the biggest thing. All right, so then you did 16, 17, 18, right? You know how to do that, so you did that fine. And let's see, on the last part down here, oh gracious. Number 19 was wrong, 20 is correct. Now, if you'll look at 84 divided by 8, 8 goes into 8. So you did, and see your remainder is bigger than the number outside the box, and you can't have that. So you need to fix that. Okay, see if you can do that and fix that. All right, so then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to help you with exercise 6 today, just a little bit. Now, these are mainly just review. I mean, these are just reviews. So if you want to pause it and finish exercise 5 and then turn it back on and help you with exercise 6 a little bit. Okay, now you're working with ratios and proportions. Now remember, ratio is just another name for a fraction, and then a proportion are two ratios that are equivalent. Don't forget those. Now, solving these problems with the missing number, okay, 5 over 3 equals 25 over n. Now, n is the number we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to have 5 over 3. This is going to be a proportion, so we have to figure out what number's gone. Now, you can just look at it and go, oh, I know what n equals, but it says to show your work. Okay, so n is the number we're looking for. So remember, what we do is we're going to set this up. We're going to cross multiply. Okay, so first we have 3, and this is the work you're going to show. 3 times 25, which is this, and that's going to equal 5 times n. Okay, so what is 3 times 25? We'll figure out what that is. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. Duh, it's 75. And that would be like 3/4. What am I thinking of? So this is 75. Okay, so bring that down. Then we're just going to bring this down. 5 times n. Okay, now remember, we have to get n by itself. So we have to undo this problem. How do you undo multiplication? You divide, right? Well, because there's an equal sign, you have to divide both sides by the same number. Okay, which is going to be 5. Okay, well, when you divide this, that cancels that out, and so we're just left with n. So that means n equals, what is 75 divided by 5? I don't know. 5 goes into 7 one time. There we go. With 25 left, 5 goes into 25 5 times. So it's 15. So n is 15. But remember, you have to plug your numbers in. So then you're going to rewrite your equation with your numbers plugged in, equals 25 over, and n is 15. Okay, so let's check and make sure this is a proportion. Is 5 times 5 25? Yes. Is 3 times 5 15? Yes. So that means this is a proportion. They're equivalent. Remember how we did that? Okay. So finish doing those exactly like this. Make sure you write down each step so you understand it. Okay. Now 6 through 9, you're going to write those as a fraction, these ratios as a fraction and with a colon. Okay. 10 through 13. Factor those all the way down to their prime factors, just like you did on exercise 5 on 10, 11, 12, and 13, all the way down. Make sure if it's already prime, but you have to keep coming down, make sure you keep bringing those numbers down. Okay? All right, on the back of on page 126, on the back of that, this is all just review. Okay? On number 17, on the back, it says cancel all the zeros first. So basically you're left with 35 over 72. I'll give you a hint. Another hint. 35 is half of 35 is half of 72. Okay? All right. I don't know that I'll grade this. See if you can finish it yourself. It's mostly all review. Okay? So exercise 7 also tomorrow is going to be nothing but review, so you can do that tonight if you want to. But you got to practice on these and see what you can get right, okay? That is all for today.